We're coming forward too much. Coming forward too much. Charlie, Momonko baby, Momonko baby, Momonko chain. Watch your back.
Can you go back, please? Go this way. Go this way. We are going, huh? We are going. Don't cross. Don't cross. Don't cross. Who's the video? Go beyond it. This step is safe for us. Brothers, come up. The event that happened before the fire eventually went off, destroying the two filling stations, some vehicles that were parked here, and a few other items. Now, the information, as you may be aware, is that 7 people died as a result, and we have 100 people receiving treatment at various hospitals. The president came in the company of the chief of staff, his deputy, and some other government officials. And then right from here, we speak to the media and then head to the hospital to also visit those who are receiving treatment. When he is done, the briefing that he's been given now, he will now open up to the media and then speak to us about his government plans going forward. For 1 minute.
And the fortunate thing is that the fuel for this station is underground inside. If the fuel has been part of the gas explosion,
Wow. But I'm told this is the 8th in the last 3 years.
8th in the last 3 years.
They didn't count some of them. Okay, so I have to count some more for.
But it's 1 2 minutes.
1 2 minutes.
This one is 1
So we're going to be able to put a stop.
Yes.
By policy.
Yes.
I think the Ghanaian people need to be reassured that we have an answer, because this is unacceptable.
Yes. We leave it. It's possible, entirely possible it will happen again. But we squelch it now, then we begin to decongest.
And all the various people involved, traders, transporters, everybody is aware of what you're about to do.
Yes, they've been aware. We've
engaged all the stakeholders.
Engaged stakeholders for the past 5 months to come to this draft. But there was some resistance from some of the stakeholders, especially the transporters, the union. But I think that they are beginning to understand that
beginning to, or have understood?
They have understood. Well, yesterday they were here. With this happening, they know that it's the safety of our citizens that is
has to be primary. That has to be the.
So that resistance is gone. And we pushed through the cabinet the memorandum.
Mr. President, now that you've finished looking at it, we want to turn so that you can face the press and all this comment will be properly captured.
The thing is that we have to brief him first before we take it.
So are we doing the briefing now?
Yes,
okay.
All right.
Yeah. So where is Fire? Where is not more?
Yeah.
Everybody.
because just let me come.
Yeah, because I need to hear him. All right.
By and large, there were some shortcomings which we indicated in the report. One of which was to the effect that the forecourt was too busy for an LPG station. So in the event of an explosion, most likely we are going to have more casualties. And secondly, we also indicated to them that they need to have enough and visible signs on the forecourt so that everybody who comes to the forecourt will be able to at least see the sign and then adhere to them. The last thing which we indicated to them also was to the effect that customers get too close to the point of refill. So they need to get a reserve area where customers will have will rest and then have the cylinders refilled. We followed up with another visit sometime in July, and they had corrected some of them, except the bit about the decongestion. So there was a taxi rank around, trotro drivers could discharge passengers and pick passengers from there. There were commercial activities, very vibrant commercial activities, that to a very large extent had reduced. Additionally, they were not required to do discharge beyond 6 p.m. And the preliminary information that we have received suggested that the discharge was going way into the night. So that's made it difficult for us to be able to contain the situation. But by and large, because the place was decongested, we would have recorded more casualties, but for the fact that they had complied with those compliance letters that we sent to them.
The most important thing is that we take immediate action to assure Ghanaians that we've come to the end of this road.
This is what happened to Alan's sister.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Mr. President, on Thursday we'll perform
and then a statement be prepared for the country.
Yes.
And the proposal you have in mind is something that has been worked out in other places.
Mr. President, actually it is happening in Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Senegal. Ghana is by and large the exception.
Let me have a look at it before cabinet.
I'll bring it.
Yes. We are the exception. We are the exception, actually. At the trade cost side, the bulk was loaded way beyond the minimum, the maximum requirement, and the truck would have exploded in the Kaswa traffic, but it was still parked at the forecourt when the manhole gave up, and it traveled about 300 meters from the point of the accident. And that if we had hit somebody very close by, just the manhole.
But let us also take the opportunity to brief Mr. President about the security arrangement and the work of fire service now. Mr. President, so far is that now we have entered the third and the fourth phase of the management of the disaster. The investigation component.
The heat in the ground there.
We got there when the second and the third explosion occurred. We tried to identify those other, facilities that could explode again. We try to cool them below the ignition temperature so that we can avoid further explosion, and then to also prevent further spread to other facility that is close in there. Actually, was what we were doing till yesterday around 4 p.m. when we were forced to evacuate the rest of the gas that was still in there. What we are doing now is to monitor, because the other bulk vehicle is there and there is some sort of an amount of gas in it that is still leaking up, to ensure that nobody get there with any source of heat or fire that could again spark explosion or any other thing. We will continue to be on the ground till fully we have total normalcy on the ground, where we know that people can continue with their normal business. Thank you.
NADMO.
Your Excellency, when we received the information, NADMO men and women have been on the site since the incident started, and we are aiding the police and the fire service to carry out their duties. Currently, we are taking numbers, information, data on affected persons so that we immediately issue relief items to them so that we cushion their burden for now. So that's what we're doing currently, and we're going around the houses around, because almost about 350 meters from here, a house got affected by the explosion. So we're going around taking those data to as well to add up so we can give them relief immediately. 350 meters. 350 meters. That's
Mr. President, the way that gas operates is such that petrol will be at a stagnant location until there is a source of ignition. But gas will go around looking for the source of ignition. So it will travel as far distance as it can go, even 500 meters, 1,000. So long as it is not getting it, will still continue to travel until it ignites and then it explodes. That's how gas operates.
Mr. President, in summary, we want to give you the assurance that we continue to be on the ground and the technical people will continue to do their job until every fiber of every investigation material is considered, and then fully we'll come out with the report and recommendations where we think we need to put across, and we'll bring it to your attention, sir.
We have to thank you for the prompt response. I wasn't here, I was in the north, but the Vice President came immediately afterwards, and I was told about how promptly all of you had responded. The nation is grateful to you for that. I think that really this thing is beyond firefighters, with respect. It has to do with the policies we have to put in place that such things don't occur again. And that is a matter for us. We should be dealing with that. I feel very strongly about this. It can't continue. It can't continue. But thank you for your help. Thank you for your effort.
Publicity